Hello, happy Monday. Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona. Hoping you had a great weekend, got to spend some time with friends and family. Enjoy the rainfall that we had here in the valley this weekend and the lower temperatures that we experienced today. Man, I got up early morning for my walk this morning and it was awesome. 73 degrees when I left the house this morning. It was fantastic. Nice respite from the hot weather that we've had. Hey, what I wanted to cover today is I want to talk to you about appraisals. And oh boy, appraisals is really a sore subject. I understand that. I don't know how many deals have come to a screeching halt, sometimes even been totally destroyed over an appraisal, how long it's taken to get an appraisal, a lot of funny names we love to call appraisers. But I wanted you to realize something. Because of the COVID-19 virus, they have changed some of the requirements and they've become flexible on how they can do appraisals. Now, from an FHA standpoint, as long as you have a borrower that is qualified and they basically have gone through the desktop underwriting, they can do an exterior only appraisal on a purchase. And it doesn't have to be new build. It can be existing inventory and an existing home, and it can be an exterior appraiser. Now, appraisal, I'm sorry. But one of the things we want to make sure is that the buyer is an FHA desktop underwritten purchaser, and that they qualify, then they will qualify for an exterior only appraisal. Now, a conventional, and I don't think they put any stipulations on whether it's a 3% down, 5% down, 10% down, 20% down conventional, but conventional loans, existing inventory and new home build, have been, in most circumstances, approved for a drive-by appraisal. You can see right here of all the different situations that a drive-by appraisal is approved. Now, where it really kind of gets sticky is when we're talking about refis, but there are some refis in the FHA column that will qualify for a drive-by appraisal. Now, one of the reasons we're doing this is because the environment that we live in with the COVID-19 virus, it keeps traffic in and out of a home to a minimum to make sure that it lessens exposure, possible exposure to the COVID-19 virus. So, appraisers have been given flexibility by the FHA and by the government to do drive-by appraisals. Now, this becomes very, very important. Pricing becomes very, very important when it comes to this, because if an appraiser is going to do a drive-by or an exterior appraisal, he is going to rely very heavily on the comparable sales in the neighborhood. So when you price a home, it is going to have to be very close in line with the comparable sales in the neighborhood. Now, if you are listing a home and you're selling it, and the possibility right now with the numbers that we have here in the valley as far as COVID-19 infections go, that the drive-by appraisal flexibility is still going to be available for probably a majority of the mortgages or loans that are going to be issued, especially in the conventional and, as I said before, the pre-underwritten, desktop underwritten FHA buyers. So, now, if you have an agent that's listing your property, make sure that they take a lot of pictures, very clear and concise pictures about every different amenity that is in the house. Make sure that ages are noted as far as mechanical systems such as furnaces, hot water heaters, pool pumps, pool heaters, air conditioning units, HVAC units, all the different major mechanical systems of the home. If they have a date that can be shared with the appraiser so that the appraiser has an understanding of what the functional life is left on the mechanical systems of the home, is going to help greatly. And as I said, pictures, any receipts showing the age of the roof, age of appliances are going to be left with the home. All these things are going to aid greatly in a drive-by appraisal, because the more information that can be shared with the appraiser, the more he's going to have a better idea on how to value your home and assign it a proper per square foot value. So now we can still request a traditional appraisal just to make sure that we get the value right. But that's also going to mean that you're going to have to put up with more people coming through your home. And if you're comfortable with that, then that's fine. But realize that even appraisers are taking a lot of assignments based on drive-by appraisals, because then they have less exposure to the COVID-19 virus. So The likelihood stands if you have a really well qualified conventional and a really well qualified FHA buyer that you are going to see probably even a well qualified VA buyer also. Though the VA lenders do have a couple more inspections that they like to inspect on the property, especially any attic spaces, crawl spaces, that kind of stuff, which most VA mortgages are going to require that as part of the satisfaction to be able to issue and approve a VA loan. So, but realize that the drive-by appraisal is a real factor out there right now. And one of the things we want to do is make sure that a ton of pictures are taken, any dates of mechanical systems, any dates of appliances that are going to be left in the property, how old they are, when they were purchased, when they were installed, roof installations, windows, as I said, pool equipment. All these different things will help the appraiser establish a proper per square foot value on your home, even if they do an exterior only appraisal. So make sure that your agent, if you're already using an agent, make sure that agent has all that information to be able to share with the appraiser in the case of a drive-by appraisal. Now, if they're going to do a conventional appraisal and they're going to walk through the house, that's fine. Now, also, one of the other exciting things has happened with some of the flexibility that appraisers have now, that if they can establish, I think, a 10% or 15% over contract price value to the home, the lender will waive the appraisal for a well-qualified buyer. So, exciting stuff out here because appraisers have a lot more flexibility. But realize it also creates a few interesting things that can go on, because if they can't get in your house and see the age of certain mechanical systems, windows, to see if the property's been updated, etc., it could cause some problems. And appraisals have been coming in a little bit low in some parts of the country. We haven't seen a lot of that here because we continue to see prices rise. But if they rise at any faster rate, we're going to start to see some evaluations less than what contract prices are. So we want to make sure that the appraiser can get a hold of all the information about the home as possible. So I said, extensive pictures, dates of when roofs were installed, mechanical systems such as HVAC, hot water, furnaces, anything that's going to stay with the house, especially when it's mechanical or an appliance. If we have an installation date so that they have an idea of how old it is and they know what their functional operational years that are left on it, they will know how to better assign a value to your home. So, but it's exciting that we don't have to have people coming through our house, but it also, like I said, creates a special set of circumstances that a listing agent and a buyer and a seller should work together, not only in pricing, but also in marketing, and also having the right information to share with an appraiser. And also, any listing agents out there that, if you're watching, make sure that you're paying attention to your comparable sales in the neighborhood within about a half-mile radius of your property, maybe a mile radius, depending on size of lots and numbers of sales, because it's going to become a very important factor when we have to talk to an appraiser. We want to make sure that they are aware of all the latest and greatest comparables in the neighborhood around the property that you are selling and marketing. Okay, hey, this is Jack Tubbs from the J Team from Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, just saying, hey, I hope you have a great Monday, a great beginning to your week. It's beautiful, sunny. The temperatures have come down. It's an awesome day out there. Hey, and if you have any more questions about appraisals or about real estate in general, give me a call. You can reach me at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. You can email me at jack@thejteam.house. And once again, that's jack@thejteam.house. Or you can call any member of my team at 623-252-4061. Once again, that's 623-252-4061. Hey, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow with more news about real estate. Bye-bye.